Daniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me, but I just got home off of an early morning flight, right? First thing through the door, I want to see my family. I love my family. You know, I'm a family man. I'm an advocate for families, right? Second thing, I got to get that hot shower because I got to throw the threads on. The threads make me feel like $1,000,000, but the third thing through my mind and all throughout the trip is that I gotta have that Tej pack. Tej makes my life uncomplicated. It's uncomplicated skincare for men. The first way that I started specifically was their level 1 system. It's a daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of the dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. Here's the thing. My favorite part about Tej Henley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. They really making the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin for men uncomplicated. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tej Henley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, you can pause and cancel at any time, and you get free shipping. And because Tej Henley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an amazing deal, right? Just click the first link in the description and you get 30% off your first box, plus a free gift. It's an amazing deal. You got to get started today. You're not out here trying to look like a Dusty. And if you travel as much as I do, which I'm sure most people don't, but you know me, I'm pushing my bag chasers in order to be in the top 5%, top 10%, top 1%. We got to make our lives uncomplicated, and Tej Henley is no better product. You got to look good. You got to smell good. And you can't be looking like a Dusty. Make sure you get started today. Click the link in the description. Get that Tej pack. Feel the Tej, my friends. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I don't know. I mean, I got the robe right here. I got the robe right here. I said, you know what? The weather is warm inside of the place today, and so maybe I'll just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Kick it with the people. It's Friday. And just kind of let our hair down a little bit. What's going on, family? What's happening, friends? I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for continuing to rock with me. This is the Millionaire Morning Show. It's Friday, August 26, 2022. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely, positively phenomenal. Did y'all get y'all Tej pack? Did y'all feel the Tej yet? Shout out to Tej Henley, sponsor of the live stream, sponsor of the video, and sponsor of the channel. Tej Henley, 30% off your first order plus a free gift. Uncomplicated skincare for men. We love you guys. Thank you, Tej, for continuing to hold us down. We absolutely think that you are phenomenal. What's going on, family? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Let me see what the people in the chat is looking like right now. Big Sug says, man, I'm feeling great. I had a bunch of Honey Nut Cheerios and I'm a millionaire. I'm in the Millionaire Morning Show with the Bag Chasers. What's up, Azriel? Suber, what's the word? Larry Walker, Stephen Day, Kojak. They said, am I being humble today? Never. How can I be humble when I'm me? Duck Anime says, good morning, good people. Fumble not thy bag on the Friday. It is a Friday, ain't it? No fumbling on a Friday. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my dog Kojak in the building. Larry Walker, Ed Hill, Brandon Marcus is in the building. Maybe I'll put the robe on in a little bit. Sabrina said, no robe this morning? We'll see. I'm feeling good. Shout out to Spaces, my dog. Persevere Data TV. What's happening? Millennial Mark TV. Brock said, good morning, Sabrina, Denzel, Cool Gamer. Stephen Day is in the building. What's going on, family? They said you was back to the old Anton on Lapeef. Is that what they said? I never left. Shout out to Noble Xavier. Says I bought some stock today. Congratulations. Yo, I had a stock challenge for the people. And the challenge was For everything that you buy, cut it in half. Hear me out right now. For everything that you buy, I'm going to remind y'all, for everything that you buy, make sure that you cut it in half. And the reason why we say cut it in half is because I want you guys to start thinking about money a little bit differently. I want you to think about relationships differently. I want you to think about money differently. I want you to think about life differently. And the reason why I want you to cut it in half is because I want you to realize that the way that you are today is the way that you've conditioned yourself to be, which means you're a consumer subconsciously based off of your learned experiences, based off of your life experiences, based off of the people that you surround yourself with. And so what I want you to do, instead of buying things aimlessly because that's just what you're conditioned to do, try to cut it in half and then spend the other half on whatever it is that you're buying the stock. So if you decide that you want to go and buy some Jordan 1s today, maybe you can invest in a few shares of Nike. If you decide that you want to go and get a laptop computer, and maybe you want to buy a few shares of Microsoft, or maybe you want to buy a few shares of Apple. And you don't have to necessarily buy that company's stock from the product that you're buying, but I want to get you started. I want you to start conditioning yourself to thinking differently about every single thing that you do needs to be looked at from a business perspective. We're not fumbling on the Fridays. We're making sure that we invest on the Fridays. We're not saving on the Fridays. We investing on the Friday, right? Even the people that you surround yourself with, cut the time in half that you're spending with them and do something a little bit more productive by spending time with somebody that can actually pour into you, right? If you're just going to joke and game all day, let's say you're going to spend 4 hours hanging around somebody that's just shooting the breeze and don't even matter. Spend 2 hours with them and then spend another 2 hours actually getting mentorship or getting something that actually adds value into your life. Everything that you do that you've normally done, cut it in half and then do something that actually adds value or you invest in yourself. I don't think that that's an unreasonable ask. If you're about to go out and you're about to get an Xbox or a PS5, invest in Sony, invest in Microsoft. Nah, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. That's too much like right. Too much like right. Shout out to Philip Robinson. I got a few bag chasers. And shout out to General King. Shout out to all of the new Patreon members. He said just joined your Patreon yesterday, trying to get a coaching session at some point. Send me a message on Patreon. Matter of fact, email me. Anybody that want to tap in with me, email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com and we're going to get you popping. We're going to either get you set up for a Zoom call or a phone call, and we're going to make sure that you're taken care of. Also, make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I got to go and I got my dog flying in today. Shout out to Charleston White. All of my exclusives are first going to be in the Patreon. And then I have to figure out whether or not I want to shoot a separate set of content for the general public. And then I want to keep that separate if I just want to drop a couple clips here and there public. I have no idea the cadence, but I do know one thing is for sure and two things is certain, that we will definitely be making sure that all of the exclusive content first goes into the Patreon. And that's in addition to the live meetups that we got coming up. So we're doing in-person meetups every month. I pretty much fly to a different place in the country to make sure that I link up with the people that really, really love and rock with me and bring all of us together so we can have dope conversations. We also do build a business. We have mastermind sessions, Patreon exclusive videos, and then now we're also adding content. And we might even scale through and do exclusives when it comes to relationships. I don't know. We have a lot going, my friends. Also, this thing is pretty awesome. So this is called a cam comb. I actually use it for my beard. Look how awesome my beard is. Let me show you how awesome my beard is. Let me give you the close up. I don't want to zoom on me. Look at my skin. Look at my beard. All of this is as a result of Teej Hanley and cam comb. All right. So the cam comb, it looks like this. It's pretty awesome. It's actually really, really sturdy and it's dope. So look up the cam comb. It's actually a bag chaser. And so if you want to support your fellow bag chasers and you also want to look at a really awesome product, because I don't talk about nothing that I wouldn't truly rock with. And so this thing is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. And so now this is the only thing I use for my beard, and it's pretty dope. So make sure that this is actually patented and it's trademarked and everything like that. So shout out to Camcomb for making sure you take care of me, JR, Logic, all of us. I love this thing. This thing is pretty awesome. So make sure y'all check that out. And it's no fumble on a Friday. So one of the things that I want to do, let me tell you the cadence of the show today. I want to go over this video that everybody sent me, and it's basically a polyamorous I don't even know how you frame this, two polyamorous couples that got together and then they're learning how to manage their money together and they all live together or whatever. I think that they're betas and cucks, and I think that they're pretty dumb to even go down this path. But we're going to explore it because, like I said, you guys sent me the video and I want to share it with you guys. And then if we have time, I might go into another video in which I detail how a couple from Chicago spend their money. But more importantly, I also want to include you guys into the conversation. So I will be dropping a link in the chat. And I will give you guys an opportunity to be able to cam up and have conversations with me. You can ask me questions. You can ask me money questions. You can comment on the subject that we're talking about. But I do want to include you guys as a part of the conversation. So make sure that you tap in. Again, hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications for this channel. And then link to the Patreon is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. And again, if you need to get in touch with me, email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com and we're going to get it popping. All right. So now that we got the housekeeping out of the way, let's get into the foursome. So can we be absolutely honest and transparent? Can we be absolutely honest and transparent? They said my beard is Philly ready. Thank you, Miss Joy. Yeah. Yeah, we doing a lot of great things here over at the Millionaire Morning Show and over at the Lapeef Network and Anton Daniels and Fight Club. We got Fight Club Bob. We got Fight Club popping off tonight. This is in the United States of America. This is in the United States of America. So what you see here, and I'm going to just be absolutely honest. Can I be honest with y'all? Can I absolutely go in? Can I be absolutely positively transparent with my thoughts here? Thank you for allowing me to be transparent. So what you see happening right here is, this is what I like to call white people shit. All right. Now, you guys know that I rock with people based off of their character versus the color, even gender. But one thing you know about me is that I am not one to bite my tongue. And more importantly, it does not mean that stereotypes are not real. They come from somewhere. And we're not going to act like it doesn't exist. We're not going to judge people today based off of their individual actions. We're going to look at it in its totality, and we're just going to be absolutely positively 100%. Listen, I go in on black culture and how trash some of the things that we celebrate in black culture all the time. White people, it's your turn. It is your motherfucking turn. This is some white people shit right here. Hey guys, you know what? We're sexually liberated and I don't have any kind of identity, and you can sleep with my wife and I can sleep with your wife and maybe we can even sleep with each other, guys. That is some white people shit right there. And one of the reasons why we see culture operating the way that we see it is because the things that we even adopt into whatever culture that you live in is based off of something that you've learned from somebody else. And so instead of us taking the actual good things that we see from other people, we take the worst things that we see from people. Last night, I was on the panel. Shout out to my guy, Sir Shat says, happy Friday, bag chasers. Have a great weekend. Last night, we was on a Lapeef Network, and somebody said something interesting, and I caught it through the side of my eye, and I just so happened to capture it. And somebody in the chat said, this is what happens when they get indoctrinated into the Western culture. If you know, you know. You should have tuned into the Lapeef Network last night. If you know, you know. And I thought that was pretty interesting because everywhere you go, you adapt. You adopt and you adapt whatever it is that you're experiencing at that time. And so what you see happening throughout society right now is that everybody is doing everything that everybody else is doing, but often at times when given the opportunity to choose for themselves, they choose wrong. And so even when you adopt in other people's culture and you paying attention to them, you looking for the bullshit or you looking for something that actually makes you feel good instead of what's best for you. And so what we're about to see right now is a foursome. I think it's two married couples, and they decided that they all wanted to move in together and then just be one whole existence. I have no idea. I don't know why y'all send this to me. It all comes back into the money. Yeah, Lonzo, they was, man. I was over in OKC and they was like, hey, you wanna join into our sex group? And I was like, I'm interested in learning about what you're saying for the camera, but I'm certainly not interested in participating with y'all. First of all, wasn't even that dope. Secondly, I don't know you. And third, what is your man doing over there allowing you to get this BBC? We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. But anyways, let's continue. Listen, I am incredibly selfish. I am a different type of guy, but I understand that everybody is not like me. But I'm learning. We're going to bring it back to the money. We're going to go over this. I'm definitely going to drop the link in the description for y'all to be able to cam up and have a conversation with me. Ladies, you are encouraged to also participate in this conversation. Do not be shy. I love y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. They said I got to come back to OKC. I don't know. Y'all are wild over in OKC. Maybe I was just in the wrong part of town. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let me go ahead and let me go ahead. Y'all crazy in the chat. Let me go ahead and get this popping, and then we're going to come back to the money, and we're going to break this down, all right? This is some bullshit right here.
So these are our nighttime caddies, I guess you could say.
I have, like, my sleeping pills.
I have my eye mask, my evening lip mask.
Let's stop right here. Do they got overnight bags at home? What kind of shit is this? That ain't nothing but an overnight bag. That's the bag that the woman take with them when they go to spend the night over a man's house and they're not expecting to get back home that night. So they got to make sure that they got themselves together.
Sometimes I put snacks in here.
Yeah, sometimes they're snacks, sometimes they're sex toys.
This is Kyle, Rachel, Ashley, and Yair.
Let me look at their careers real quick. I can already tell who's who. All right. Beta is on the left. What does the beta do? Let me move myself out the way. A mixologist. So basically you're a fucking bartender. Please stop trying to... When y'all gonna stop spicing up y'all careers and y'all names, trying to make it to be something that is not? I'm a mixologist. Okay, motherfucker, do you turn turntables? Are you a DJ or are you a bartender? Somebody tell me one way or another. Oh my God, I'm just not looking at what the heck is going on right now. All right, so Kyle over here to the left is a mixologist. Rachel Wright is a marriage family therapist. Okay, all right. I swear to God, I have not seen this video. This is going to be a hoot and a holler today, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So this is why y'all can miss me with that therapy. You can miss me with the therapy talk. It's a scam. I said what I said. I said it on the Lapeef Network, and I'm saying it right here today. Therapy is a scam. How is this motherfucker gonna give me therapy? We just did a show on Q&A on Wednesday about a mental health therapist that got fired from their job because they was too ratchet. Now, this is what I've come to understand. All of these people are human. And they got some crazy junk going on in their own life. And just because they went to school for something, and just because they was able to take a test and get licensed, you not gonna tell me that they know what's best for me. You not gonna tell me what. And listen, the one that got fired the other day, The only reason she got fired is because we've created the technology for people to shoot themselves in the foot. You're not going to tell me that Rachel Wright is a marriage family therapist. And look at this. Look at the picture. She's holding the cucks. I guess that's her husband. Maybe. I don't know yet. She's holding the beta's knee. And then she got the culinary director, AKA, listen, you a manager at Burger King. Please don't tell me that Ashley Giddens is a culinary director. What is a culinary director? Man, y'all not going to be finessing me today. Not today, bro. Not today. We got a bartender, a crazy therapist, a manager at Burger King. Why is all of these people in food? And then a private chef. And I know that the private chef, he got tattoos, but that dude got a little bit of zest in him. You can't tell me that he doesn't. I can tell by the smirk on his face and the way that he crossed his legs that man got on shoes with no socks. And don't tell me that he got on footies or the ankle socks or whatever. That man has on shoes with no socks. This whole thing reeks. It reeks. It stinks up to high. You're not going to sit here and tell me that this is starting to make facts, or that this is starting to make sense. This is nonsense. I can already tell the redhead one is a bully, right? She's the one that probably got the most issues, but she's the one that's probably also the most involved in other people's lives, because all of the rest of these people just cook. They just cooking and making drinks. They whipping it up, water whipping. But then you got the one chick, and she's a mental health therapist, and I can tell you she probably has the most opinion and the most to say in the household. I guarantee you she probably got the most to say in the household. Man, Yar. Who is Yar? All right, so we got Rachel. Yo, this is truly amazing. Look at these names. If you're not telling me that this ain't white people shit, you full of it. We got Kyle, Rachel, Ashley, and Yar. Kyle, Rachel, Ashley, and Yar. Come on, man. It's your turn, motherfucker. It's your turn. It's your turn today. All right, let's continue.
Kyle's married to Rachel and Ashley to Yair. 2 married couples in a non-monogamous relationship. A family of 4.
Our sleep schedules.
Wait. He just kissed the one that's married to the other one. Okay, so he kissing her, right? Yair kissed Kyle's wife. You can forget it. You can forget it. Not happening. He gazed into her eyes. And then he gave her a kiss. Listen, y'all gonna have to catch these. This might be a little bit of a breakdown, guys. All right, you're gonna have to catch the subtle nuances in these videos. We can't just skip over certain scenes and then just go to watch it. We have to break this down. Shout out to Cornell. Cornell says Rachel putting that strap on everybody in the house. Facts. I agree. Persevere Data TV. See, no one told me life was going to be this way. Man, this is insane. Let's go.
Was married to Rachel and Ashley to Yair. 2 married couples in a non-monogamous relationship.
Look at the beta and Rachel talking. Or Ashley.
A family of 4.
Our sleep schedule is interesting. We go typically on a
Look
vacation,
at that zesty.
Meaning, like, if it's from my point of view, let's say tonight's with Kyle, then the next night is with Ashley, and then the next night's with Yair, and then next night's with Kyle, and next night's with Ashley, and next night's with Yair, and like kind of rotate that way.
But here's the question. Hold on, wait. Back up, queen.
Kyle.
Back up, my milk of magnesia queen. First of all, he ain't got no drawers on. When they take off his microphone, make sure you disinfect it, soak it in bleach, and throw it away. He ain't got no drawers on, and he's zesty, and he got on Jesus sandals. Okay. All right. Is this what we doing on a Friday? Is this what we doing on a Friday? He ain't got no drawers on. I told you she was going to be the one that's doing the majority of the talking. I can tell. And he got on Jesus sandals. And her whole description, she says that they rotate, right? So she going to be with Yar, and then Ashley, and then Kyle, and then Yar, Ashley, and Kyle. So now my question becomes, is Yar going with the exact same rotation, and he going to be with Rachel, Ashley, and then Kyle? So is Yar spooning Kyle? We ain't even got to the money yet. We ain't even got to the finances yet because all of them is broke. All of them got bad professions. All of them ain't getting no bags. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is going to be a heck of a show. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on your likes or hit the like for the YouTube algorithm. Turn on your notifications. Subscribe to the Patreon, and then make sure that you hit me up if you need a personal call because this ain't it. This is not it. Spaces says their total income is $120,000, $30,000 a piece. 2 words, peanut swappers. Yo, this is insane. All right, let's get into it because he ain't got no drawers on. He ain't got no boxers. He ain't got no drawers on. He ain't got nothing on.
Next nights with Ashley, next nights with you, and like
All
kind
I
of
see is
rotate that way.
skiing.
We met at the very, very, very beginning of COVID. We were all members of a
Look, they're all holding each other's hands.
sex-positive organization in New York City. There was a poll
What is a sex positive organization? All right, I'm gonna come back to it. Let me let it play for a minute because there's so much to break down here.
To message Yair. It was very clear that we had a lot in common and hit it off. It is with Ashley, and then the next night's with Yair, and then next night's with Kyle, and next night's with Ashley, and next night's with Yair, and like kind of rotate that way. We met at the very, very, very beginning of COVID. We were all members of a sex-positive organization in New York City. There was a pull in me to message Yair. It was very clear that we had a lot in common and hit it off. And within 48 hours, I was talking with Ashley, who messaged me. I thought she was absolutely gorgeous and then was so excited. After talking with Ashley for a day, I realized that she and Kyle were like 2 peas in a pod. So I asked these two if I could bring Kyle into the group chat. We started a group chat of 4 people, and literally from that day, we have not stopped talking, and now we live together and share a home.
All right, let's break that down. Let's break this down.
Kyle. Then the next night is with Ashley, and then the next night's with Yair, and then next night's with Kyle, and next night's with Ashley, and next night's with Yair, and like kind of rotate that way.
We're about to break this down.
We met at the very, very, very beginning of COVID.
Now, do you see why they say an idle mind is the devil workshop? An idle mind is the devil's workshop. When you ain't got nothing better to do, now you getting community peen. Okay.
We were all members of a sex-positive organization in New York City.
First of all, a sex-positive organization. What the fuck does that mean? What is a sex-positive organization? That y'all like sex? I think everybody likes sex. Who put this group together? And why do y'all think that just because y'all move some words around and y'all finesse the words that that's supposed to mean something that's extra sweet or something like that? What is a sex-positive organization? And who let that girl join a sex-positive organization? Everybody, pH balance is probably off. Shout out to Tia. Also, Lil Black Duck says, to put this in white folks' parlance, shenanigans. This is nothing but shenanigans. So we all see that she's doing the majority of the talking, right? Okay, I was right about that. He's making a bologna sandwich with carrots and celery on it.
There was a pull in me to message Yair. There was
a pull, P-U-L-L, in her to message him.
Very clear that we had a lot in common and hit it.
It was a pull on her to message the man that's making bologna sandwiches that's a private chef. So you mean to tell me she over here browsing the internet looking for some extra D? She looking for some extra D. She said it was a pull. Man, if y'all don't start to be able to look between the lines, see between the lines and see what's going on here, there was a pull on her to message Yair because they had a lot in common. So she's the bulldog because she's the one that's initiating all of the things. She the one that set this whole thing up. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is what your marriage therapist is going to be sitting there listening to you on the couch, spill your beans and your guts on. This is the type of woman that's going to be giving you therapy. It's a scam.
And within 48 hours, I was talking with Ashley, who messaged me.
Look at her. Now look at Ashley. Ashley is everything that you would define or you would see in a basic chick. I mean, you cannot get any more basic than what you're looking at with Ashley. This is mom driving a minivan and kids going to school, basic woman. Basic in every way of the word. And look how she's about to be described.
Thought she was absolutely gorgeous and then was so excited. After talking with Ashley for a day, I realized that she and Kyle were like two peas in a pod.
So Kyle is really Ashley's best friend, which is one of the reasons that led them to join this group in the first place, because apparently Kyle was not doing what he's supposed to do and he's not being a man in his relationship. Kyle is not taking care of business and being a man in his relationship. Oh, I'm going to get to the super chat shortly. And so they're like peas in a pod, but she was already talking. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so confused. I am so confused right now. Let's continue.
So I asked these two if I could bring Kyle into the group chat. We started a group chat of 4 people, and literally from that day, we have not stopped talking, and now we live together and share a home.
No.
It is illegal in all 50 states to be married to more than one person. But according to a study published in 2021, 1 out of 5 people in the US has engaged in a consensually non-monogamous relationship at some point during their life.
Non-monogamy is just having either more than one partner.
Why is she the only person talking? I don't understand. And why is he looking to her in order to try to make sure that she's validated? Gazing into her eyes, happy wife, happy life. Why is he looking to her to talk about the things? And why is everybody looking at her as the leader of the household? So she's the head of the household. Okay, all right, I got it.
Or being open to having more than one partner. You don't have to be practicing it to be it. We share finances, we share a home, we share a dog and a cat and all of this.
And partners.
And
they got
partners.
cats, they got dogs.
A lot of things we'll share.
Like that jacket.
This jacket.
No.
Oh, this one.
This one is you.
She is bossy. This chick is bossy. Do you not see it? She telling her what she got to wear. First of all, she got on the jeans. She got on jeans with no belt. Maybe that's the style. I don't know. She got on jeans with no belt. And her shirt is tucked in. All right? Jeans, no belt, shirt tucked in, being bossed around about what it is that she can wear.
It's fun to be able to put on something that like I would never buy for myself or frankly even pick up off the rack.
And she's like, that won't look good on me. I'm like, try it on.
Yeah. And there are some things where I'm like, no, this is an Ashley only garment.
All 4 of their
Ladies, I'm curious. Are y'all ready to share closets? I just want to know. What are we talking about right now? Are y'all ready to share closets? I know that women are fierce over their closets. I'm just wondering if y'all ready to share closets. Shout out to Persevere Data TV says they're diversifying their wrong portfolio. Jeffrey Woodland says the 2 dudes packing fudge. Let me find out. I think that's what's happening. I think that's what's happening. She said that they rotate. There's no way that you can successfully rotate based off of how she broke it down without the 2 dudes having a spoon. Nope.
Their incomes go into an account, and those are the funds they use to pay for everything together.
Wait.
This is an Ashley only garment.
All 4 of their incomes go into an account, and those are the funds they use to pay for everything together.
I think that if we took a look at it, there would be more clothing than perhaps we are front of mind aware of.
All of their income. Wait a minute. All of their incomes go into an account. They only got one account. 4 grown people got one account working together to determine whether or not they can do what they want to do. Tag me out, coach. What if I make way more money than everybody else? No. Nope. She got the calculator, she got the pen, she got the graph in front of her, and everybody is looking to the marriage therapist to tell them what to do. And they can make suggestions, but they cannot determine what's going to happen with the money. No way, no how. Absolutely not. Rita, could you live with 3 other people and then have all of our money going into one account to divide it up and determine what's going to happen with it? No. Me neither. I don't know what the heck they got going on here, but this is for the birds. This is the dumbest thing that I've ever seen probably on the internet thus far, as far as relationships are concerned. Let's continue.
We talk about what our core expenses are, what the bills look like, what the mortgage looks like. We keep an eye month to month on what our numbers look like.
And goals a little bit. We've talked
goals.
about,
We talk about longer term. We want to do this next year. What's that going to look like?
Not $11 in your hand. Is that 11? Not 11. Not everybody got their credit cards and a checkbook out. Not graphs. So wait a minute. What about my 401k plan? What about if so now we all got to share Apple? Because you want to be a mixologist? What if I make $1 million a year and you make $30,000 a year? Do it all go into the same pot? So you telling me that I got to take care of another grown man? Nope. You can forget it. DOA, dead on arrival. I'm never taking care of another grown man. That is not how life works. I'm never taking care of a man that got tattoos on his arm. You telling me this man is able to get tattoos on his arm and I got to pay his mortgage? I got to pay a grown man's mortgage? This is insane. Shout out to Razik. Razik said, I bet they share toothbrushes too. They probably do. No. Society is messed up.
Will you give me that?
Right. Why don't you hold?
Will you give me that?
Not a lot of cash.
Did she just say, will you give me that?
And I'll write the check for her.
Hold this.
And goals a little bit. We've talked
Goals.
about.
We talk about longer term. We want to do this next year. What's that going to look like?
Will you give me that?
Right. Why don't you hold this? Not a lot of cash happening this week, but why don't you take care of that part?
And I'll write the check for her too,
Okay.
so she can have a cash tip.
Great.
Okay.
Are y'all feeling my anxiety right now? I will never have a woman ever in my entire life that says, will you give me that to the money that I got in my hands? And then Jesus, Lord be offense. This is quite possibly one of the most insane things that I've seen with regard to money and relationships in my entire life. Shout out to Mr. Exclusive Josh. Mr. Exclusive Josh says, what up, Anton? New subscriber. I like what you're doing. How can I join your movement, Bag Chasers? I definitely may need a coaching call. Plus, who's going to carry the torch for Kevin Samuels now? Mr. Exclusive Josh, thank you for rocking out with me. You can tap into the Bag Chasers. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat if you're watching this on YouTube. Join the Bag Chasers. There is a tier open for those of you that want to join. And shout out to Corey Houston. Corey Houston says, this is going to be funny. Shout out to all of the Cash App Super Chats. Those links is in the description also. You can join the Bag Chasers and there's a group welcoming you. Also, it's when you join the Bag Chasers, make sure that you go into the Discord, and you can go into the Discord by tapping on any video or any post and looking in the comments or looking in the description. And then there's a link to the Discord also. Thank you, Mr. Josh Exclusive. Please don't join in any foursomes. We wouldn't want that to happen. Shout out to IH says they splitting that 2-ply towel paper to save money. And they broke. Talking about this ain't much. We ain't got much money for this week. Did you hear what they said? Watch this. Watch this. They said we're a little short this week, so we gonna get this $11 popping.
Not a lot of cash happening this week, but why don't you take care of that part?
He said it's not a lot of cash happening this week, so why don't you take care of this part? This man got his tip money from Mixology, $11, and he's giving it to her.
I'll write the check for her too, so she can have a cash tip.
Great.
Okay.
And if you want to give me the check, I can. I also have a credit card if that works.
We really try to let everybody live organically and do what they want, and then we come back and take a look and go, okay, so last month I think we probably overdid it on the restaurants. Why don't we this month, trim that back and save up for a birthday coming up in X weeks or whatever.
Not saving up for a birthday. Who save up for birthdays? Yo, shout out to my dog, Mr. Logic. I would never say it, but he said it on a live stream yesterday. I said, Mr. Logic, I got you. I was out shopping. I mean, we was out, at Somerset Mall. That's like the premier place. I was at the Gucci store. I said, man, just send Mr. Logic $1,000. I said, Rita, can you take care of that for me? Send him a rack. Not saving up for the birthdays. Y'all saving up for the birthdays? My Bag Chasers, they said, Anton. My people that sent a Patreon, they said, Anton, we want to go to the coffee conference and we want to do some research and get some insight and some information on how it is that we, on what's going on in the coffee industry. You want to fund this trip for us? I said, absolutely. Rita, make sure that you send them the money, whatever it is that they need in order to get over to that conference and spend some time, and make sure y'all have a good time too. Not saving for birthdays and we're a little short on money this week. Who's the alpha here? Who is the alpha here? I'm curious. What is going on in Sodom and Gomorrah?
And as for the larger expenses, Yair and Ashley own the house they all live in, but the mortgage payment is split among all four.
What?
One of the things that I was very adamant about was that my student loan debt did not come in.
Modern woman.
Them. So that is something that
Modern
will not
woman.
be on them at all and will remain just in my name.
So she got student loans. And they paying all of somebody else's mortgage. So the house is in somebody's name, and they all splitting the mortgage 4 ways. This is literally a partnership. This has nothing to do. Don't worry. Listen, y'all. Here's the key. All of y'all gonna be doing the same thing pretty soon. And you know why? Because you want to run in the victim Olympics. You want to continue to run up this inflation. You don't want to do the thing that's in your best interest. And more importantly, in order to survive, you're going to have to get into a partnership with a modern woman and a modern man just like that. All of y'all going to be in foursomes pretty soon, making sure that y'all split the mortgage, giving $11 a piece in order to be able to get through the week, and then making sure that you're trading partners, trading spouses, and spooning with somebody that's the same sex as you. Shout out to y'all that's not a part of the Bag Chasers that want to be spooning with somebody that is the same sex as you. All of y'all going to be in partnerships. Go ahead. Keep on running in the Victim Olympics and see how that plays out. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. Shout out to Jordan Smith says, contribution to the plate on the Bag Chasers Friday. Thank you, Jordan Smith. This is egregious. This is absolutely egregious.
It's not nearly the only difference navigating finances with 4 partners.
Credit card companies do not make it easy for 4 primary account holders, which doesn't make a gigantic difference, but it means that that only one person is getting the full benefit of that line of credit and getting the full benefit of that credit history. So if the 4 of us did want to be on a mortgage in X number of years, we wouldn't all be getting the same benefit from carrying those lines of credit.
He's wrong. He's absolutely wrong. First of all, I could tell that they all broke because they talking about credit card. Oh, y'all, do you not see it? Before we get into that, Tell me if you see what I see in this frame right here. I did not expect to notice this. Tell me if you see what I see in this frame right here. What do you see? Tell me, where's Waldo? Pick up the clue. Somebody tell me if it's something off in this picture. Nope, not the mail bin. The rainbow. Is the rainbow watch reading rainbow, reading rainbow? Yes, they do, Spoon. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. See, they didn't want to say it on camera, but oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Listen, I notice things that most people don't pay attention to. I notice things that people don't pay attention to. Sometimes y'all just going off of what people say, and I'm telling you that I notice the context clues, the little bitty, itty bitty details that allows for me to be able to pick up what they're really trying to communicate to us without saying it directly and open. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Now that we know that we're bottom feeders, how about we just say that? Bottoms and tops. Bottle caps. Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean. Don't worry about it. We're going to get into it. Now that we know what we're dealing with in its entirety, let's bring it back to the credit cards. So it's not that you need to be a primary account holder or user when you're talking about credit cards. What it is you have to be an authorized user and you still get the exact same credit history. And so you don't necessarily need to be on the mortgage in order to have good credit. All you want is to make sure that the credit utilization, which nobody should actually have a credit card. Shout out to the PayPals. Let me get this in here. I got to get it popping. Shout out to Jokel Burgess. Says, not Sodom and Gomorrah. LOL, thank you so much. I pray and thank you so much for all you and Rita do. As I make more, I will give more. Also, please don't. Oh, shoot. I should have read the whole thing before I said it. I'm sorry. I should not have gave out the name. I will re-edit this and I will edit out saying your name. But thank you, JB. We'll just say JB. Thank you to JB for your contribution and always making sure that you hold me down. I appreciate you, love. You are absolutely awesome. I'm going to read the comments before I actually show them from now on, all right? I'm sorry about that, all right? But more importantly, all you have to do is be an authorized user. And everybody shouldn't have a credit card. They should actually put something small on a credit card. Put a Netflix subscription on a credit card and then make sure that nobody touches it because you shouldn't need credit in order to survive, right? You actually spending money on that credit card does not give you better credit. You buying things and then paying off your bill does not give you better credit. It goes by credit history, so the length of the time that you had that credit card, the longer that you have it, the better it is, but that's an over time type of thing. And then more importantly, your credit utilization rate. So if you keep it very, very low, which is one of the reasons why we want to keep the card open, which is why we put a subscription on there, and then we keep it very, very low to where we basically don't have any kind of credit or any kind of purchases on it at all, you don't have to worry about the interest that comes along with it and people using it in order to survive. You need to adjust your budget to what you actually make. And then if you want to have good credit, you can finesse that easy, but you don't have to be able to use the credit card or be a primary account holder. You can just be an authorized user and you get all of the benefits that come along with the primary account holder. But no, y'all want to have a foursome. Y'all want to have a foursome. Okay. All right. They better off using the envelope method. You know what the envelope method is? Maybe I'll break that down for y'all one time.
Part of when people talk about feeling discriminated against as whether it's sexual orientation,
discriminated against
within the LGBTQ community or in the non-monogamous community, that's part of what they're talking about. Is
what the fuck is she talking about, bro? You're a white woman in the United States of America that identifies as a part of the alphabet community. You are the most protected human being on the face of the planet. You are a white woman in the United States of America that's protected by feminism, the alphabet community, and you are the most protected person in the United States. You're the most protected person on the fucking planet. What are you talking about discrimination? See what y'all did? Now you got Karen over here that wants to run in the oppression Olympics. Now she says, listen, I'm discriminated against. Biden is going to forgive. Do you know that her student loans is probably going to be forgiven? Do you know that her student loans are still going to be forgiven? That $10,000 to $20,000 goes to her too. It go to her. Yep, it sure did. Thank you, Biden. Shout out to the Obama administration. Absolutely made sure that he prioritized the alphabet community as a part of his administration's policies. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to get all the way into it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This chick said discriminated against.
That our entire system is set up for two people.
Yeah, I mean, our system has been designed for monogamy, and there's really no space for other relationship designs.
That's the only fucking thing this guy said in this entire show. Check this out, though, y'all. Check this out. And I'm going to break this down for y'all. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. We're going in today. We're going all the way in. So check this out, right? Think about it like this. And this is what I kept telling y'all as far as the slippery slope. There is no end in sight. And so first it was, okay, we can all be married. Cool. Now they're talking about a system that is designed for more than one person to be in a relationship together. They want to incentivize foursomes. That's literally what he just said without saying it. If you don't read the context clues, I'm trying to tell you. You heard it here first. I'm trying to tell you that they are trying to incentivize people to do anything that they want to do when they want to do it. Then it is a slippery slope. All y'all did was open the door to everybody doing anything that they want, and there is no limits as to what it is that can be accepted in society today. I'm trying to tell you, this woman and this man are talking about a system that's set up against them. Yo, I never thought in my 40 years on this earth or to the time that I died, I knew that the Victim Olympics and the Oppression Olympics applied to Sha'Carri Richardson. I knew it applied to the Blackity Blacks. I knew it applied to the Hoteps, the people that identify as American descendants of slaves. I knew it applied, but I never thought in my lifetime that I would be looking at a white woman and a white man talking about the fucking system is against them. You are not alone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to tell you that Victim Olympics knows no limits. It knows no gender. It knows no color. It knows no color. They are literally this man and this woman. And you see how I did that, right? This man, this is the man, and this woman is talking about the system not being designed for them. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at those fucking acid wash jeans. Look at the acid wash jeans on that woman over there. Look at the masculinity in that chick that's in the middle and the one in the black. Look at the pursing of the lips. Them white lips. Look at this. Look at this. This is the Victim Olympics personified. If there's any time that we want to find a poster child for the Victim Olympics, this is this. They stole from y'all. Listen, they stole hip hop. They did. They stole cross colors and Karl Kana, and now they stealing the Victim Olympics from you. What are you gonna do? You can't fucking have nothing. Nope. More of them is going to be getting their loans discharged than you. Welcome to the Victim Olympics. The system is not set. The system is set up against them.
That's why the two couples, Rachel and Kyle and Ashley and Yair, have decided to get divorced from one another.
I can't even get 10 seconds into this video without it being the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. Oh my God. I can't get 10 seconds into the video without something else dumb coming up. Let me drop the link in the chat. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for y'all to be able to cam up today. I am stressed the fuck out. I am stressed out. I'm stressed out. What in the hell are we doing out here, ladies and gentlemen? I'm dropping a link in the chat. Anybody that want to cam up, anybody that want to join in a conversation, you got a comment, question, or concern, I pinned it to the top of the chat for you to be able to cam up and have a conversation with me. Anybody want to cam up, it's pinned to the top of the chat. Let's continue with this video.
So they'll have more rights and benefits as a family of 4. They're working with a lawyer to create a cohabitation agreement.
A cohabitation.
So Kyle and I remain married, and Ashley and Yair.
Did they say a cohabitation agreement?
If something were to happen to one of them, and one of us wanted to go see them in the hospital, we would have no legal right to do so.
In a scenario where, say, Rachel and I have a child, and nobody's legally married, if Rachel and I have a child, the protections afforded Ashley and Kyle as parents of that child are difficult to get to. If we start from this place and move into these domestic partnerships, it makes it much easier for the non-biological parents to act as legal guardians and legal parents for those children.
Oh, the web we weave. The web we weave. Let me go ahead and start getting y'all as a part of this conversation. Oh, the web we weave. You see how complicated this has become? What's up, Dalen?
What?
What the heck is going on, man? What is happening out here in these streets, my friend?
What are those?
I don't know what the heck is going on, man. I'm very, very much clueless. I am confused. I don't know where society is going right now. What do you think about this?
Get a job? How? I mean, I'm struggling, but I'm by myself. How can 4 grown people be struggling and then trying to blame it on supremacy when they all benefit from
These are your people. This is your people.
They're not my people.
These are your people, my friend.
I have been excommunicated from this community.
This is your people, bro. This is your community, my friend.
I have been excommunicated from the community. I am the king of self-hate.
What do they say to you? Now, for those of you that don't know, Dalen is a frequent visitor to Fight Club. He is a person that I rock with, and he is also a part of, if I may say so myself, the Alphabet community, correct?
Yes, sir.
But Dalen doesn't necessarily share or espouse the same views as the Alphabet community, and so he may feel a little bit different. But at the same time, I think that Dalen catches the bad end of the stick, because what do they say to you, Dalen, when you start calling people out on their BS?
You want me to read some of the messages?
Just give me the cliff notes.
That I need to seek therapy.
They said that you need to seek therapy?
Yeah, because I'm full of self-hate. Talk about how I don't stand up for LGBT rights, and I'm like, but we have rights. I don't get that. They talk about how everyone is phobic on Fight Club, and
everybody is phobic on Fight Club?
Yeah,
not on Fight Club.
On Fight Club, I sat there and let people talk about how LGBT is full of mental illness, and how it, being part of the community means that you like just random stuff, just getting random stuff. People just having an issue because I'm saying, can we just have a little common sense here? Can we just not be so not everyone is the victim. We're all living our lives. We're all going through shit. Like, Come on, grow up.
What do you think about this, Trucker Yale?
It's just like you said, white people shit. This is crazy.
I bet you wasn't expecting to have this type of show today.
No, I wasn't. But at the same time, I'm kind of in a polygamous relationship, and it doesn't. This right here is beyond.
Oh man, this is about to be
This
funny. All right,
this
wait,
this
wait,
is
wait, wait,
this is
wait, wait, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Back on up. Trucker Yale. What do you
yes,
mean? What is
sir.
it? Give me the details.
Um, well, I got two ladies. We all live together. Two ladies, we all live together. Um, I go out and do. I mean, technically, it's more like supposed to be like a family unit. You know what I'm saying? This right here with the
I don't get what
whole
you're
two
saying, but I'm
person,
listening.
it's just polygamy is more than just, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like really it's
Do your
really all about
best. Do
family.
your best.
It's really about family.
I
And
don't believe
I
that
work.
you believe that. I think that polygamy is about you making sure that you get your dick wet with more than one person.
Oh, no.
Hold on, before we
See,
continue, let me get to because this is about to get good. This is about to get good. Shout out to Patrick Hill
go ahead.
says Simps have no color. Thank you, my friend. Lockhart perspective. I appreciate you. Says blue, yellow, white, and pink. Real bad. It's about kids. Thank you, Lockhart perspective. I also want to give a shout out to Jerron Carter. Thank you for the 10 ball, my friend. I want to give a shout out to Corey Houston for the $7. It says he just said your girl is having my child. Facts. Also said this is going to be funny. And then also in addition to that says for the Cash App, rounding up into the stock. I appreciate you. Tommy says for I agree, no last spoken. Thank you for the 20 ball, Tommy. I appreciate everybody that contributes to the platform. Thank you, my friends. All right, Trucker Yale. Go ahead. Give me
Hmm.
the skinny, my friend. I'm gonna be open
Um,
minded. I'm gonna be open
I'm.
minded.
I mean, I will say this: it's not for everybody. And when me and my lady first started doing
Which
it,
one?
I told, huh?
Which one?
My lady,
You got more than one, right?
my first one, my main one, the
Okay,
first
the
one.
main, your bottom chick.
Yes, the main
You
one.
listen. You
Yeah.
know what the
I,
pimp
I,
say? The pimp say that's my bottom B. That's what the pimp say. The pimp say
it's true.
that's my bottom chick. That's the one that was with me from the very beginning. That's my bottom B.
That's true. But nah, but
Is that your bottom?
yeah. I'm gonna just
Okay.
put it
All
like that.
right. All
Yes.
right. All right. All
All
right.
right.
We getting there. We getting there.
So my lady is I told her before we even started this. I said if we was to ever do it, it would have to be a woman who has the same quality as you or even close. You get what I'm saying?
Ooh, pimping ain't easy.
And she
Pimping ain't
understood where I was coming
easy.
from. I'm just saying I was just being honest with her.
Okay, I'm
So
listening. I'm observing. And I want to know what pimping is like. Pimping.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not pimping, but I
Don't
mean,
get
honestly,
all
that's how
don't get all humble on me now.
I'm just saying. That's how it all started off, and
Okay,
then a
all
couple
right.
years,
So
and
how
then
long
a
had you
couple
been with
years.
okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions because I'm curious, all right? How
Go ahead.
long had you been with the chick that your bottom?
We've been together 8 years, and we'll be getting married next year.
So you getting married to your bottom? Oh, I know that pisses off your second.
No.
Oh, you
Mm-mm.
pimping then.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so all right, so you got your chicks in check, basically.
Yeah, because I'm very honest and upfront. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not holding nothing back. I'm very bluntful. I'm just straight
You
to
very
the point.
what? I'm say that again.
I'm very forward,
You
so
said
I
you
know
said
exactly
something
what I want.
else.
No, I say I'm very blunt.
You said bluntful.
Yeah, very blunt. Very.
Okay, all right, I got you. I'm glad that we got a correction in there. You said so. You very blunt. All right, all right. I'm hearing you. Go ahead, keep going.
And like I told her before, it would have to be somebody that got the same similar qualities to you, because I don't. Technically, I really did. I was just cool. I was happy with just the one I had, to be honest.
So whose idea was it?
Uh,
Come on,
I kind of
don't you
brought it.
get
I
humble
kind of
on me
brought it
now.
up. It was weird because it was like she was kind of giving me these actions where it was like she was kind of curious, and I just brought it up.
Ooh,
She brought
pimping
it up.
ain't easy.
We had a conversation about it, and that's how it started off. And then, like years later, um, that's when it basically just took off, pretty much. And it just happened. It just happened. I'm just saying
And
like
no, it
that.
didn't. It didn't just happen. It ain't just happen, nah. All
Yeah,
right,
it took off.
so how does that work? How does the rotation work? They both sleep with you in the same bed. Y'all got separate beds, separate cribs. How does that work?
Now we got one bed. We all one unit.
Who in the middle?
Me.
You in the middle? One on one side, one
Yeah.
on the other side.
Hmm.
I see you pimping.
I mean,
You got any kids?
yeah.
By both of them?
No, just one.
So what do you tell? Is it a son or daughter?
Son. I got sons and daughters.
How many you got?
Altogether, I got 4.
About one chick?
Mm-hmm.
You plan on having kids by the other one?
No, I don't think so.
You don't like that one that much, do you?
No. I do. I like her a whole lot. It's just I think she just
What's
like
a
she
whole
done with
lot?
having kids.
What's a whole lot?
But she got 2 kids.
Oh, wait a
She
minute.
already had 2 kids.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So altogether,
So
it's
wait.
6
You got
kids.
4, and that's
And she
including the
got
2
2.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
So
No,
you a
that's
step pappy too.
4, and then
Wait,
she
what?
got 2 additional kids.
Wait. What? You
So
got 4, and
it's
then you
6
got 2
kids.
more.
My lady got 4 kids. We got 4 kids together.
Okay.
Okay. Then my second, she already had 2 kids.
So you got 6
So altogether, I would say 6 kids. Yes.
in one house.
Yeah. Oh, don't give me that look, man. Come on, man. Do not give me that look.
Trucker Yale.
Yes, sir.
You don't see a problem here?
What's the problem?
No problems at all.
The 6 kids or the 2 kids that's not by me?
You take a pick. Take your pick. Which one you want to go through first?
All right. Let's go with the
You
2
plan on
kids
having
that's
any
not
more
by me
kids?
first. Nah. Me personally, nah.
How do you
But
know? How
life
you know you're not
happens.
gonna have any more kids?
That's why I said no, but life happens. So I
Life
really don't know.
happens.
Yes, things happen. Yes.
So you do plan on having more kids?
If it happens, then yeah. I'm thinking about
Anton,
going to go get
may
a
I ask a
procedure.
question?
Y'all can jump in. We popcorn right now.
Is this based on any religious belief systems, Mr. Trucker?
No,
Okay, so this is
no.
just an idea that you guys thought would be easier. Was it based on finances? What would you say it was based on originally, other than, the obvious that people would think?
My take on it is family.
In what
You know,
way? Since
family.
since the children are by, obviously by another man and you, how would you say it brings about
Oh, we ain't even
family?
got into the step habbies and none of that yet, but we get
Right.
there.
I'm sorry.
How,
Go
when you
ahead. Go ahead.
use the
I'm
term
sorry.
family.
Family. Like I'm very big on family. So like teaching kids and stuff like that. Like
But are the
family.
two ladies related?
Is that what?
Are the two ladies related?
No.
So how would it be family? Because I know that you have 4 children by the first lady, and then you've inherited the other 2, so that brings 6 kids. When you use the term family, at what point does family come in when there's no family in you all's coupling?
Hmm. That's a good question. That's a good question.
He said, hey,
I
he
don't even
said,
know how
he
to.
said,
I don't even know how to answer that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know how to answer that. But
Well,
at the
whose
same time,
idea
I
was
still.
it originally? Whose idea was it? I mean, if you go back and take your time to answer it, whose idea was it originally to do this? Was this woman that somebody that you were seeing and your first wife said, I wouldn't care if we were all together, but at least, at least let me know her? How do we arrive? How do we get here?
and
Well, I
after you,
kind of brought it. I
uh,
brought it up the first time. I brought it
listen,
Were
up the
you
first
already seeing this lady?
if there's a woman in the
time.
chat, hold on one second before you answer that question. If there's a woman in the chat that um is in a polygamous relationship or is looking to get in a polygamous relationship, or you have any kind of thoughts on this or whatever, feel free to join in on the live stream. I'm gonna reserve a spot just for a woman in the chat to give me their perspective, because I'm curious how what the mindset is for the women that are in this conversation too. But go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
But there's really no judgment, Mr. Trucker man. I think what is your name? Is it
No.
Trucker?
Trucker
Trucker
Yale.
Trucker Yale.
Trucker
My name
Yale?
is King.
Okay.
My name is King Yale
Okay,
originally.
King Yale. So here's what I want. This is why I'm asking, because I think that this is something that a lot of people will shame others for, but they've not really done any questions. They've not asked any questions, so they don't know. And for me, I don't want to pass judgment. I want to understand it. Does that make sense?
I respect that
So
definitely,
yeah,
and it's true.
yeah. So I think a lot of times when we see situations like this, we want to understand, or at least I do anyway, was this a lady you were dating and you really started feeling her? And then you brought the topic up to your existing wife and said, hey, time to be honest, full transparency. I'm seeing this lady and I really like her and I don't want to stop dating her. I want us all to be together. How did we arrive here? That's the question.
Oh, got you. Okay, so you want to know the story?
No, well,
Yeah,
Okay.
before we
I
get
want to
into
know the
there,
story.
let me before we get into that, shout out to Corey Houston. Um, shout out to Corey Houston. Listen, let me give you my thoughts first, and then I'm also getting to the super chats after he started answering. Here are my thoughts. I'm not judging you on whether or not you want to have another chick or another relationship. I am judging you on the kids part though, but we gonna get into that later. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got to explain that to me. I mean, I'm just like her. I'm here to learn and
You
understand.
must
So
make
the
seven
more
hundred
knowledge to
thousand
it.
dollars a year, big dog.
Me, uh, I make about 3, 4.
3 or 4, which one?
Depend. Like last year, 2020, I made 384. Last year, I made 450. This year, since the economy and the gas prices have shot up, no telling what
Is
I'm gonna
that
make.
gross or is that profit?
That's gross.
Yeah, but what's the profit? Because you didn't actually make 384 if
Oh no, I'm sorry. I made about. I would say after profit and everything else, it was about 200.
so you're
But
doing
that's just
200
gross.
you're doing 200 a
Yeah,
year. So your
yeah, I'm doing
costs are
fine.
the equivalent of 184. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm doing pretty decent. I ain't on your level yet. I'm trying to get there.
Listen, I like people getting to the bag. I'm not
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not I'm not killing you on that. Shout out to Jerron Carter. I appreciate you for the 10 ball, my friend. I thank you for holding us down. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. You wanted to know what's your name, Miss
Lockhart.
Felicia. You can yeah,
Miss
it's the Lockhart.
Felicia?
Yeah, Lockhart, but you can call me Felicia. That's my first
Felicia.
name. Uh-huh.
How it started was, it was just me and her. We
You
was
and your
together,
first wife, or the
right?
bottom
Me and
as
my first,
Tom as
the bottom.
Anton says.
I
The
don't
Okay.
say
bottom
the
chick.
bottom, but I like to say
Okay.
my first lady, my first lady,
Okay.
my
Okay.
first. Lady, we was together for 6 years, okay. And I brought it up because she was kind of curious or whatever, but it all started. How I met the other lady was by her, because that was her friend original.
Was she coming to
And
the house and you had seen
yeah,
her? How long was their relationship going on?
that relationship was going on for a minute.
So were they
I met her.
intimate prior to getting with you? Were they intimate already that you know of, or was there already a level of
Not that
intimacy
I know
between the
of.
women? Okay. Okay. So not that you know of. All right. So she brought
Right.
it to you and she said, "Hey, let's consider my friend."
Well, it wasn't considered a friend, but it was more like her friend got dead dirty by a dude, and she basically lost everything. So
Mm.
we let her stay with us, for the time being,
Y'all
and basically,
predators. You took advantage of the weakness.
I did not take advantage. I did not take
Classic
advantage.
move, my dog. Classic
It
move.
it
I
it
see you, big dog.
it basically transpired from
You
there,
said,
because
hey, you
I
want to
guess
sleep? Listen,
her
we can take
friend,
you in. We'll take you in.
her
We let you
friend,
sleep on the
yeah,
couch.
we took her in just to help her out, because she was already doing her thing,
Okay.
and she just needed a place to stay. But I guess between that time of staying with us
Yeah,
at the
she needed
time,
a place to
I
stay.
guess
You said, yeah, we can rock with you.
she respected, but I guess she just started liking me, and then she brought it up with her, brought it up to my lady,
Did she
and it
mistakenly
kind
you
of went
see
from
you
there.
get out the shower?
You said what?
Did she mistakenly see you get out the shower?
Nah, I wasn't like that.
How she started
Did you
liking you?
mistakenly
You
see
fell
her?
asleep naked one day?
She just liked how I was, how I was with the kids and how I was as a man. She
Oh, you was
just
a
gave me my
stepdaddy.
flowers.
How
Okay.
long ago did this start? So, in other words, you guys have been doing this for what, 2 years with great success, 3 years with success. Did it happen around the pandemic? When did it happen?
It actually did happen around the pandemic. It
Ooh,
happened
well,
right
didn't I tell
before the
y'all
pandemic.
yo, I
It happened
told
right
y'all
before the
when
pandemic.
people get bored, shout out to Camcom, when people get bored, they start getting creative.
No, it actually happened right before the pandemic. I like literally, because this happened around November, and this is when I happened to. We all decided to just move down to Dallas.
So you took
You know,
her and all 6 kids and y'all moved down to Dallas?
yeah.
Fine.
So, now while you're on the road, do you know of any coupling that's taking place between your original wife and her friend?
Coupling. What do you mean by that?
You
Are they
do know
having
you no no
sex
no
in
no
your
no no no.
absence?
So wait.
Oh yeah,
Let's
of course.
Okay. Okay.
so
Okay.
let's
So I
put it
mean,
like
it's just
this.
them two, and then when I get there, I join, or it's really just all three of us, man. That's why I
So
say
it's
like
not
it's
necessarily polygyny. It's more so of a menage a trois because polygyny is the woman with the man only. And that's the reason why I originally started with was it for religious
I
purposes,
okay.
had
I
right?
no
got
idea all of this was
I
y'all
got
are educating me right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me. I'm not doing all. I don't know what the hell the white couple was doing with the two boys, the two dudes, and the beta and the
Well,
dude
they
for
were
the
doing something totally
feisty dude.
different.
Yeah, they were
They were
doing
doing
something totally
something
different.
totally different. And let me tell you the reason why I know they were doing something totally different because I started out as an individual who had a great deal of history in my past. And now I have a
Mhm.
platform where I try to help children. And so those people were into something different. Okay,
Yeah,
something totally
that
different
was
that we totally
yeah,
missed with that rainbow thing. That was not
yeah.
rainbow, that was blue, yellow, and pink with white in the center. So that did something totally different. So, what I'm asking you about specifically is this is not necessarily polygyny as much as it is you guys are just enjoying one another's company. You guys are into menage a trois. You're into the whole group. So is it okay for the other woman to bring a gentleman in to help to satisfy both your original wife and her in your absence since you drive
Nope,
trucks?
nope, nope.
But they could bring
No,
another woman in and that would be okay.
no, it's just them two. I only deal with them
Okay,
two.
that's it.
That's it.
Okay. So you draw the
And
line. Okay.
they
Okay.
only deal with me.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. 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 So there is a difference. I see the chat. There's a difference between polygamy and polygyny. So you guys look that up. I see there's some arguments about
See,
that, but
this
there's
is
a difference.
I'm a C student. All of the G's and the knees, I am
Yeah,
confused.
it's weird, man. It's weird. I don't do the what all the extra codes and stuff like that that he be trying to come up with. It's just me, my lady, and my first lady and my second lady,
And
and we
all them
all
kids.
and all the kids. Yes, and we have a great time, and I take care of everybody. I do my thing,
All right, so
and
let
they can
me.
work if they want to, or they don't, and they can work if they want to.
What you mean? How
If they
old are
don't want
they?
to, they got to. Huh?
How old are they?
33.
Well, what?
Yep, I turned 35 yesterday, and they
No, 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 no,
33.
no. How old are the kids?
Oh, the kids. 10, 9, 7, 3. No, I'm sorry. 10, 9, 7, 6,
You
3.
don't even
And
know.
then
You got too many kids. You don't even know their birthdays.
and then I got the and then I got my youngest one, which is about
10,
8
9,
months.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you deal with the baby daddies?
She don't deal with them. One, I guess one of them passed away, and then the other one she can't seem to find. So
You don't feel no type of way about taking care of another man's kids?
um, I would say it depends on the woman. I do feel some type of way. I get what you're saying. I do feel some type of way, but it really depends on the woman, on her methods of how she raised her kids, and do she bring something to the table, and how she is as a woman,
What do
and
they
how
bring
she
to the
represents
table? What
you.
is the benefits of a second wife besides sex?
Um, I would say it is definitely helpful for both of them, because cleaning makes it a lot easier, cleaning and stuff like that. I honestly I can see a difference from when it was just us and our 4 kids, and then now it's just all 3 of us and 6 kids, and both of the ladies is a lot more happier than I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, because that's because they busting each other down.
In your
Shit, I be
absence,
busting them
quite
down too,
frequently.
and I'm
Well, but
huh?
you do know that they set you up, right?
Whether they set me up or not, I mean it's working out.
So, do you still see women on the
I
road?
see you,
Because I
big
know a lot
dog.
of truckers do have outside relationships. Do you still have relationships? And you don't have to answer because they may be watching. So, do you still have,
Okay,
your needs?
I'm gonna break this down, because a lot of people get the mistake of a lot of truck drivers have relationships outside of what they got going on. It's the
Hmm.
totally opposite. It's just like the
For
military.
you.
It
Okay.
takes a strong. No, no. I've watched a lot of truck drivers get dogged by their wives. It's the whole. We truck drivers, we are not cheaters. Okay, like everybody in the world think, like we just traveling, and we just out here slanging and doing just that and the third. We ain't got time to be doing that. If you really out here hustling and bustling like you supposed to be, you ain't got time to be doing that. That's why I make the money I make. I don't got
So, the
time to be
lot
doing that.
lizard mindset and all the women, those things
All
don't
that
exist.
that don't exist. I bet the last time I saw a lot lizard literally was 2015.
Okay.
There
Okay.
ain't no lot lizards out here. They did that.
Okay.
So
And
I'm
do
gonna just
you
break that
attribute
down.
the fact that you all don't see them to the internet and the availability to date them on the cell phone, meet me here? What do you attribute their lack of presence? Because, prostitution being one of the oldest in the, as far as employment is concerned, where do they go?
They gone. They listen. They got a number out here where you can call like a
Okay.
911,
Yeah, yeah.
and they'll bust the motherfucking lot. They'll bust the lot lizard right there on the spot.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So
Literally.
it's not
Yeah.
like it used to be. It's not like it used to
It's not
be.
like it's
They're
not what
cracking
people
down.
think it is. Yeah,
Yeah, they're
it's not
cracking
like
down.
what people
Okay.
think it is.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we get this bad reputation of where, dude, we out here sleeping with this down the girl. Now I'm not gonna say some don't, but them the dudes that always be broke and struggling.
Mm, okay,
They're
okay,
broke and
okay.
struggling, and you see them on the side of the road, broke down, and always crying about they ain't got no money. No, we out here moving.
And so you're a 1099. You don't work for anybody. You do your own thing.
Yeah,
Okay, so there is a
I
difference
got
with
my
what
full
you're saying.
authority.
Oh,
Yeah, I got full
okay.
authority.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right,
I
good. So
got my
you
own
got
truck
your
and
you
trailer.
got your authority, you've got everything. And
Yep,
you
and I would say,
Uh-huh.
That is the goal. That was the goal when I started truck driving.
How long you been
To
driving?
get.
How long have you been driving?
I started driving in 2015.
Wow. Okay.
Yep,
Okay. All
and I
right.
and I
Okay.
yep, and I
Very good.
started in 2015, and then after that I was making about 80, 90 after taxes, and then um I went into my own business like right before the pandemic, and it's
Mm.
been great ever since. You know,
So
taking
now,
advice from Anton and Kevin Samuels, that's when it all
okay.
started.
So now, if for whatever reason, because you are, so are you over the road or are you more local? You
I'm
long
over the
distance
road
or
right now.
okay,
Yeah, I'm over the
okay,
road right now. I'm only doing this for the moment, and
okay.
then I think by next year, because I done stacked up some decent type
Right,
of
you
money.
stacked your
So
chips. Yeah.
right. So right now, I'm gonna do one more year, maybe 2 more years, and then I'm gonna be working 6 months and then off for 6 months.
Okay. So now the dynamics are going to change drastically at home, wouldn't you say?
No,
Because
I
now
mean
you're going to, how often are you at home right now?
I haven't been home for about a week, but normally I'm home every week or every other week, or like
Every
if
other
I get a load.
weekend? Uh-huh.
Yeah, or if I get a load, I'll pass through. I'll stop home, chill for like a day, and then go
Mhm.
on about my business. Deliver the load,
So
get
let's
another
stop
load,
right
come back.
there. Let's stop right
Yeah.
there. Let's stop right there. Okay. Because I come from a long line of logistics, right? So I want to
Hmm.
talk
Hmm.
about that. So now you're home, you stop in, they get to see you, the kids get to hug on you, then you get to do whatever you do. You eat a good meal, you take your shower, you go to sleep, then you're back up, and then you're going to either drop a load off or you're going to go pick one up, right? You either doing an empty and going to pick up some stuff or something you're doing. So you're headed out the house. Now let's convert that to what you're about to talk about because there's some adulation when you come home, right? When you're in that situation that's about to take place here, and you're going to be home for 6 full months, which means you are the alpha, you are the father of the household. How do you anticipate the change affecting the household when you're there for 6 full months? Because there's going to be some difference. Now you got an alpha female at the house that's running the house when you're not there because both of those ladies are not going to be leaders. Somebody is going to be the authority. So tell me how that's going to work out.
Oh no, I stay on the kids even over the road. I stay on them. Like when I video call and we have discussions about the kids and how their school was, and I ask kids, hey, how was school? You got any homework? This, that, and the third. What you need help with? I be on it. Even though I be away, I be on it. So I don't think anything gonna change. And then when I get
Well,
there,
that's
it's still the
good.
same way.
That's good. Because when
I
my
make
father used
thank God.
to, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna give you a better example so you know where I'm directed. When my dad owned his own company, and he would also work for companies like Rockwell, and back then it was McDonnell Douglas. He was an engineer. He is an engineer. And so
Hmm.
what would happen is in between those jobs, my father, if an assignment ended, my dad would end up having to go get small jobs of the companies, and he would work in his office at the house. So it was a total different when he was out there working every day, 9 to 5. And then when he
Hmm.
was working and had like a whole month off at the house, it would drive us nuts because he was seeing stuff that my mom didn't see. He was like, okay, look at that baseboard and look at that and do this and do that. And it would drive us crazy. Even my mom was hoping, oh God, please let him hurry up and get another assignment. It wasn't necessarily the children. It was the mom and the dad. They didn't fight in our presence, but you knew my mom was like, oh Lord, please let him get another assignment. How's that going to work between those women and you when you now step up and be like, whoa, wait a minute. What y'all been doing when I wasn't here is not going to work now. It's got to be my way.
Listen,
How you going to deal with that?
I I be on them. It's no different if I was there. Everything as soon as hey, turn the camera around. Let me see what it look like. All right, I need you to do this, that, and the third. So I be on it. I get what you're saying. Um, I'll definitely be on it though. I honestly, I be very thorough because like I'm on the road. I would like to get off the road and be at home at peace. I don't want to get off the road and be angry and upset and have to point this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't gonna cut it.
Any
Not for
chance of
me.
them pushing you out of the picture and taking the money and running?
Nah.
So you're married
That's why
legally
I
to the
said
first one? Are you married by the world's law to the first woman?
not yet. We will be married next year.
So you're going to
We
marry
will
both
be
of them.
married.
You're gonna marry both of them or the
If I could
first
marry
one?
both of them, I will marry both of them. But since we not allowed to do that, I'm gonna marry one.
Uh-huh.
But
And
I
who?
would
Which one
still
is
be
it?
my first one,
You're gonna
my
marry the
first lady.
first one. Okay, so how's that
Yes.
gonna make the second one feel? Have you guys discussed that?
She said that was fine. She don't.
That was
For
fine.
her, it really
So what
don't
if she
matter. She
decides
just
she wants to go get married
pretty much what she told me. She already married.
to you? Okay, well, all right.
Pretty much.
Okay. It may not work for me, and it might not work for a lot of the other ladies in the chat. But again, there's a difference between polygyny and polygamy, and there's a difference between menage a trois. And it sounds like you guys have a very good menage a trois situation that works for y'all. That
Yeah,
works for
I mean,
y'all.
honestly,
Hmm.
just like I said before, it definitely takes strong women, very strong women, to be one, and it makes it even worse because I'm a truck driver too, and like I said, a lot of truck drivers they not out here cheating. We out here hustling. It's most of the truck drivers just like the military. When they come home, kids is gone, money is gone. This down the third. It always show if your woman is weak, if she weak minded or strong minded. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I said. Like it's been very solid. Even with the kids, like I stay on the kids. I make sure they do their homework and whatever I can do. And then when I get there, it's the same thing, no different. I go into the schools, check on the kids, make sure they doing good. I
So
got
what's the
teachers'
point of
cell
you
phone
being
numbers.
the one being on the road, or what's the point of having two wives if you got to do all of that stuff? Ain't that what they supposed to be doing?
I'm doing that as a father. I mean, the other stuff they do, but me being a father, checking on them going to school and stuff like that, making sure my sons stay focused and make sure that they disciplined and stand on their purpose, growing into men. That's what I'm doing, and making sure my daughters don't end up like the rest
I'm
of
not. No,
these.
I mean, I'm not. I'm asking because I'm curious. I'm not asking because I'm not questioning it. I'm asking because I'm curious as to what your mindset is towards that. I don't
Okay, so
understand. I'm trying to figure out how you can. If you only home one day, how do you do all of that?
I mean,
You
thank God
only
for video
home one
transfer.
day.
Well, sometimes it be one day, sometimes it be a week. So it all depends. That's why I say it takes a strong lady to deal with that because most women ain't gonna deal with that. Most women is like, nope, nope, I'm good. Nope, not at all. Not gonna happen. But they understand what I'm doing. So it's like I said, it's just for the moment. Once I get enough money, then I'll go and finish my engineering degree like I want to, you know.
And then what do you do after that? So you'll let the women go on by themselves? What
Uh,
happens after that?
my first nothing gonna change. Now if the second
Okay.
one decide later in life that she wanna go and do whatever she wanna do, then I ain't gonna lie. It'll hurt, but at the same
How old
time,
are they? How old are they,
33,
Trucker? They're
33.
both 33. Both of the ladies are 33 each.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of them are 33. Okay. And there's a difference in age between you and them, or all three of you guys are 33?
Well, I just turned 35 yesterday, and
Okay, well,
Hey,
happy
happy
belated
birthday, big dog.
birthday. Happy
I
birthday to
appreciate
you.
it.
Happy
Thank you,
Okay,
birthday,
thank you.
big
okay,
dog.
okay. Wow. All right. So,
I'm
once you guys decide to get married, do you sleep with the one lady by yourself? I mean, do you all ever have time alone? Do you like court them and take them out separate, or is it always everybody just get in the bed?
Usually it's everybody getting in bed, but sometimes I do separate because somebody might be, one might be busy at work. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna take you out. Let's go do this, that, and the third.
Oh, they both
And
have
then,
jobs.
well, one is a carpenter, and the other one was a flight attendant, but she stopped. She stopped being a flight attendant.
So the second lady, is she the carpenter?
No, my first lady was a carpenter,
Okay.
and
So now
and
have you always, and tell me if I'm out of line, but they're obviously they are two lesbian women. Has that always been an attraction to you, or did they just stumble upon their lesbianism once this young lady became, almost homeless or struggled with this bad guy?
It was the second one. That's what you just said. It
Okay.
stumbled upon. It
Okay.
stumbled
Okay.
into that. Like I said, like she started
Oh,
liking
okay.
me. She started liking me, but she ain't want to offend love. We had a deep conversation about this. And she started,
Okay.
respecting me and liking me for the things I was doing as a man instead of just,
Okay.
sex and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, um,
Use
because
finesse,
I was
big dog.
carry, I was kind of on some real. I was kind of like, I don't know about this.
So you don't
I,
think perhaps they used you, and maybe in your absence that they talked together and tried to figure out a way to get the other friend help since they were already attracted to each other on their own? Because we know by now, and we can all do the math, that they were engaged somehow in either the conversation of being together, or maybe they liked each other, and then the other one said, "Well, hey, you know what? Maybe we can present it to him." Do you not feel like maybe you were set up at all? Not that it's a
no,
bad thing, because it
no,
worked,
no, no.
right?
I was like I said, my first lady, she was kind of curious, but she's never done it. She's never
Okay.
done it. Like she's never done it. Now the second lady, she's done it before, but it was just like a regular threesome. She said she did it one time, but I don't know what the truth, well, how much truth to that is. But besides that, it's just it transpired into that. But I feel what you're saying because I mean I was sitting there like, damn, am I being used?
But
Am
you
I
know what?
being
I do
used?
this. I just ask questions because I know what other people are thinking, or at least maybe one question or another. So it's not necessarily, I don't have a heaven or hell to put you in. I don't judge you guys at all. I mean, whatever works for y'all works for you guys. And that's the only thing that matters, is that it works for you. But I think it's just when we in our culture hear this type of conversation, there are these general questions that come to mind, like, do you feel like maybe you were set up? Do you think maybe they were having the conversation in your absence? Either way it go, you guys are working it out. But those are just the questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get all type of like right now, even as we speak, I'm constantly getting oh well he out here cheating and he out here got multiple girls, this, that, and the third. I'm
Who
like,
do you get that from though, bro? Because it don't come from your girls though, do it?
no, it don't come from them. It come from my girl's family, you know, because excuse my language, most of them hoes is lonely. Excuse me, they lonely and bitter. So I get a lot of envious, even like from the guys. Sometimes I just kind of like I don't even have conversations with her family. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to deal with the bull stuff because I know what I'm capable of. I
Well,
don't
see,
have a
that's
problem going to jail even though
no, 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 no,
it's
no, 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 big
I don't
dog,
want
big
to go
dog,
to jail.
big dog, big dog,
I don't want to go to jail.
big dog. We got a
But
problem with going to jail.
I get you. I know. I watched the episode with you and Jay Prince. I wanted to get on there and trying to have a conversation with him because I was in his shoes
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
had to
we don't
learn.
believe in jail, big dog.
I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn to like to calm down a lot. And the fact that when Logic said, "Well, you don't like, you don't, you really don't, what do you say? You really don't like the black community because if you gonna sit there and not snitch on a person for killing a kid in front of you and this, that, and the third, then you really not for the community." And
Can I give
that
you
shit
some
makes
advice,
sense.
big dog?
Go ahead.
So I'm never, or I try not to. I'm always evolving on a day to day basis and trying to understand, different people. And instead of evaluating what people are doing and saying that you should or shouldn't, I only give advice based off of the things that I know people should do differently, and that's mainly
Right.
with regard to finances, right? But with regard to the relationship, I'm not gonna give you no advice. I'm just gonna say salute to you for doing what you do as long as you're taking care of your business. You're a tax-paying citizen. You're not doing nothing illegal. I got a lot of respect for dudes that actually take care of another man's kids. I would never personally do it myself, which is one of the reasons why I got a lot of respect for you. I appreciate you for giving us the insight and information. And I'd love to have you back and do an even deeper dive on what you're doing, on how you move and how you able to navigate through this whole relationship and things like that. But the one piece of
Mm-hmm.
advice that I would give you from a relationship perspective, if you can at all,
Mm-hmm.
keep other people out of your business as far as their families and stuff. People that know
Oh
you
yeah.
personally, do not,
Mm-hmm.
like, even if you can, and I don't know what the dynamic of the relationship is with your girls or whatever like that, but if you can, have them to not talk about what y'all got going on inside of your household with other people, especially with family members, because the surest way to get a headache, even if it doesn't necessarily translate into y'all breaking up or whatever, um, the surest way
Mm-hmm.
to get a headache is to include family members into your business and what you got going on in your household. And so that's the only piece of
That
advice
is
that I would
very
have.
true.
I can't see myself living the way that you live, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Is your life. You can do whatever you want. The only thing that I do advocate for people to do is don't do nothing illegal and make sure you go and get that bag. No matter what,
Exactly.
don't let nothing
Exactly.
get away from your purpose, and don't miss out on your bags. Outside of
Yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying? I'm really just looking for more
Mm-hmm.
understanding as to trying to figure out why people do the things that they do and why they live the life that they live.
Yeah. I mean, like most, like I definitely respect that. Salute to you. I definitely took your advice. So it was a lot of things that I didn't really realize until I started watching you and Lapeep Show and Kevin Samuels. So salute to y'all.
Salute to you.
Um, and I definitely take that advice. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, I gotta go. I definitely gotta go. You know, definitely gotta go. I want to once the kids is out, I want to be able to take me and my ladies, and we go travel the world. That's it. In peace, without no struggles, no nothing.
Yep, I feel
But
you.
like
I feel you.
you know, that's the main thing. Like it's not for everybody, but if you do happen to find a lady who is down and respects you as a man first, and everything comes second, stuff like that, and can deal with the things you doing in life, then you know it'll come out to be something very great, very great. And the stepfather thing, I was kind of not for it at first because today that's being shamed, not by a lot, but at least most of the people that do respect it, they grown. But yeah, definitely, I definitely appreciate it. So
Absolutely. Any other final thoughts, ladies and gentlemen?
I just have to say I agree with everything that you said, Anton. It's your life. You do your life. You do what works for you. It may not be what other people are traditionally used to, but that's them. You know what I mean? And that's just the way that it is because you were doing this before we found out about it today, and it's gonna continue. So you just do
yeah,
you. That's all. As long as
yeah.
you're confident and it works for you, do you. That's for
Mhm.
everybody in the chat. Because even though, all of us don't come here and put all of our business out, those in the chat, those here, we all doing something a little unique when it comes to what other people think about it.
Well, I definitely understand that. I mean, that's why I came up here because a lot of people, especially females, they get this idea that he just want his dick wet, this, that, and the third, and it's not really about that. Not if y'all won, it's about
Mm-mm.
making it's a lot different.
Mm-mm.
I know it, Anton. I get it. I get what you about to say.
You start capping now. You was doing really well.
No,
Don't
I'm
you
not
start
capping.
capping now. Because
But
listen, the foundation of your relationship was curiosity. Sexual
true,
curiosity. It ain't have nothing to do with
true,
no
true,
family. It ain't have nothing to do with that. Y'all
true,
getting together
true.
with this chick was, oh man, I'm curious. Come on, stop it. Stop
I
the
ain't gonna
cap.
lie. That is true. That is very true. You right on that. But as it grown, I had to actually like look into it and study and go on different websites and stuff like that and see, like and have conversations with other people that's in these type of relationships. And most of the older guys with their two ladies that I personally know, it kind of started off that way and then it turned into family, you know, and it showed like all the kids, like all their kids, um It's the opposite.
But the only thing that
Like,
I'm curious about is, do you worry about? I don't know if you got daughters. You got daughters?
yes,
Do you worry about your daughters being in that type of situation with a dude based off of what they've seen, within your household? Because I'm gonna
I
be
would
honest
worry.
with you, I don't want I genuinely don't want my daughter to be no sister wife.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I present myself the way I would want my daughters to find their husbands, I would say. So that's how I move every day. Everything I do is based on how I would love my daughters to be.
So you don't mind your
You know,
daughters being in a situation then?
if they can find a dude that's not just high value but high quality, a high quality type of dude that who stays on his purpose and make sure that his family is first, then if that's what she want to do, then go right on ahead. You know what I'm saying?
I
Go
feel
right on
you.
ahead. But if my daughters bring home some fuckboy, then I'm cutting that shit off right then and there on the spot.
Okay. I mean, listen, I feel you.
I want to
I'm
ask you
just
another
curious.
question though,
You can
because
ask another question if you want to.
here's what I'm about to, you know, and again, I'm only trying to understand it. So, what do you guys believe? Because there has to be a core belief system that you guys all agree with. Some people say, well, this person's a Buddhist or this person's a this. Do you guys have any core belief systems as it relates to any religion at all?
Uh, well, my first lady, she's kind of like she's more of a Christian. That's what she, I don't believe in Christianity, but
Okay.
she
What do
she
you
believes in God
believe?
first.
What do you
What is my
believe?
belief?
Uh-huh.
I believe in God, but I honestly, I really don't I don't really have a belief system, but I do believe there is a God.
Okay. And what about the other young lady?
Same way, they go to church.
Okay, so these two ladies are both Christian women and they frequent church and they take the kids
Hmm.
with them too. Okay,
Yep.
okay,
Hmm.
okay. And so you just believe that there is a God, but you just don't necessarily believe in anything specific. And which is you do
Well,
find a lot of people like that.
yeah, it's only like that because most of the churches I go to is full of shit.
Okay,
Like
okay. That's fair.
I'm not about to follow a pastor who ain't about his business and don't live like literally like you preaching, but you don't live by your word. So I'm not about to follow
Okay.
another man doing that. It's not gonna
Okay,
happen.
so to see you in the church with them is not gonna happen.
No, I go to church with them here and there whenever I
Okay,
can.
okay,
You
okay.
know,
Are the children active in church?
yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So now, do they go to a non-denominational church or something like a Baptist or Lutheran?
Honestly, I'm not even sure. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay,
I
okay,
just
that's
know
fair.
it's a church.
That's
I'm gonna be
fair.
honest.
That's fair. And the fact that you don't deny them the right to go, that speaks volumes as well. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of
No,
people say, "Well, I don't believe in it, and I don't want you going or whatever." But okay, okay, that's fair.
no,
That's fair.
I definitely make sure they definitely have an understanding that there is a God. I know that for a fact because I should be dead. When I got in an accident in 2017, I know I should have been dead, but I was blessed to still be on this planet. And I always ask myself, what is the reason why I was spared? So I know there is a God. Just you know, I can't do the whole Christian thing because most of them is full of shit.
I
No
understand.
disrespect.
I understand. Anton, it looks like the chat does not know who I am. This is what I do. I ask questions for a living. This is what I do. I interview and ask questions for a living. But I'm glad that you're able to explain that to me because it does help us broaden our
I think you're
mindset
on
and
mute.
our
No, I'm
ideas.
not on mute.
You
I
know what I
was
mean?
looking at something else.
It helps us. It helps us broaden.
Yeah,
The fact that
I
you're
don't
Yeah,
being open.
that's like
I try not to pay
everybody
when
can't
I'm
do
having
it.
conversations with
Yeah.
people. I try to be immersed in the conversation, so I would encourage people not to pay a whole lot of attention to the chat, unless it's something that we need to catch, like a super chat or something like that. But I'm curious. Do you look at me as a bad Christian?
Hell no. Did you true to your word? You don't care. You true to your
Well, the
word.
only reason I
See, I can
ask that is
I can
because
respect
the only reason I
that.
ask that is because even though I live what I am and I live what I say, I get a lot of emails and stuff from people that saying, Anton, you would be surprised at the amount of emails that I get from people that say, Anton, please don't curse or don't say Jesus' name when you're
No,
having certain
Lord have
conversations.
mercy,
I'm telling you, there are a
man.
lot
That's
of
crazy.
people that, which I have my own opinions about why I think people don't go to church. But more importantly, there's a lot of people that be like, Anton, you shouldn't say, don't say you a Christian if you're going to talk like this and all of this other type of stuff.
Man, most of them people that say that is full of hypocrites. Cause one, they sitting there saying that just down the third, and then they was just sitting there cussing out a dude at McDonald's over some cold French fries. So man, nah, you gonna be who you are, even if you a Christian. If you a real one, you gonna be who you are. Period. I don't care where you at. You're gonna just be who you are. If you a man, regardless.
I think the other part of that conversation is just that I think that people need to be authentic, but then I think that they need to continue to strive to be better. So just
Right.
because I am what I am doesn't mean that I can't improve, right? Like even in this conversation, I would tell you maybe even a year ago or maybe less, I probably would have been a lot more judgmental of what you were saying instead of being a more understanding. You know what I'm saying? I still have my thoughts, I still have my opinions on different things, but at the same time, I understand that I may not know everything, and there's some things that I can learn from other people too. Even if it's not pertaining to the subject that we're talking about, you may drop a gem in there, right? And that I'm
Right.
saying, that's dope. That may not even have nothing to do with what we was talking about, right? But I'm
Right.
cutting myself off if I'm not open to look, open to understand why people do what they do versus, you know what I'm saying, always trying to be right or create a narrative. So I'm evolving every day too, right? And one of the reasons why, I live my life like an open book is because I want to be able to look back and see the growth. I want people to grow with me or to be able to identify the flaws in me and then see how I overcome them, which is one of the things that I think that the people of yesteryear failed us. They were so busy trying to put on a perfect presentation and they hit all of their skeletons, but they never gave us the game on how it was that we can become better versions of ourselves. So I'm
Yeah.
evolving, right? And I'm growing and I'm changing, but and that's what I think the embodiment of what Christianity is as you
Right.
learn and as you grow,
Hmm.
you live it. It's called the living
Yeah.
word. And then it's not putting on a fake persona, right? Is embracing the lessons and the teachings that go along with what being Christ-like is and focusing on implementing them in real time and then letting your light shine through your actions and not necessarily just what you say over the pulpit.
Right. Right. And that's why I said like I can't really if I'm gonna follow another man. We always supposed to lead each other, but if I'm gonna follow another man in the church, he gonna have to be a solid type of guy who is genuinely himself at all times. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I
he
feel
don't
it.
just
That's
preach
fair.
what's in the Bible and this, that, and the third. He himself. He go out, he shoot pool and whatever he do. As long as he respect his wife. He take care of his family. He not out here shaming other people to put money in the pulpit. None of that. Nah.
That's
So
fair.
it's what I'm saying. That's why I kind of because I was going to church at one point in time. What I'm saying. I was going to church heavily, but it I,
I would encourage you. I would encourage you to think about getting back into it because the church is not necessarily a building, right?
Correct.
Align yourself with
right.
people that believe similar to you or is going in the direction that
Mhm.
you're going in, and just be
Mhm.
open to the possibility of when you run into the right organization or when you run into the right group of people to rock with them, and then just be
Yeah,
that and just let it fall where it may. I think you'll be fine.
yeah. That's what I'm working on right now because I had to cut a lot of people off. You know, cut a whole lot of people because I started realizing a lot of shit like our community, why we in the position we in now, churches, pastors. My whole life changed. It definitely changed, and for both of my ladies, both of their lives changed because we all sit down and listen to the Lapeef Network. We listen to have conversations, this, that, and the third, or Kevin Samuels, just to enlighten ourselves. And a lot of stuff that y'all be preaching, man, it be perfectly honest. And
Yep,
I
I
think
got
the
you.
hardest part for me, the hardest part for me was when you said the black community was trash. And I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed off at first. Like, this mother. But then I had to think about it. I'm like, my lady had to pull me to the side, like, listen, why is it that every time you go on Instagram, fake ads, it's just nothing but ass, this, that, and the third. And she's like, just look at your cousins, look at my cousins, look how they roll. Just look, and I had to sit there and think about it, like, damn. Scrolling down, I'm like, damn. And even my own sisters, you know, even my own sisters, I try to give them some, like, listen, y'all in the position y'all in, cause y'all not moving like women. Y'all out here, y'all using and abusing, but then you get mad at the outcomes you chose. So you can't complain about it.
I agree.
Like sadly, even my own mom. My mom is 55. When Kevin Samuel said, "Why is it that the older, almost, but most of the women that's older is out here competing with the young girls?" That is a true fact.
It
My mom is
is.
50 something. My mom is 50 something years old. Okay, she out here going to the clubs with my sisters and all that bullshit. And
Listen,
I had to
listen,
come to
listen.
realize, like, what kind of bullshit
We
is
gotta save
this?
this conversation because I gotta go and well, I am I got Charleston White, so he should be landing pretty soon, to be honest with you.
Oh, I like Charleston White.
Yeah,
I
so
like
we gonna
Charleston.
kick it. We gonna do some work over this weekend, and we gonna make sure that we drop it for all of my
There's a
people
question up
in the
top.
bag chasers. Now I'm gonna go to the
Oh,
Go ahead, Dale. Go
hold it.
ahead,
You,
Dalen.
you got a question?
Go ahead, Dalen.
No, I don't have a question. I just wanted to make a final statement real quick.
Yeah, I want to get all your final statements. Go ahead, bro.
So yeah, I just want to say to members of my community, pay attention to this video. What's going on here? These people had to make themselves victims in order to quote unquote survive. They were fine where they were at, and they had to create this narrative, and it's not healthy, and it's making us all look bad. Like, y'all come after me because I'm speaking against this, but it's stupid, it's pointless, it's waste. So get your shit together.
I
Bro,
appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, bro.
if it's truth, bro, I don't care how they feel. Fuck them. Tell the truth regardless of how they feel. That's how I feel.
Oh,
Tell
of
the truth.
course. Like
Hopefully,
this.
eventually, when they get older and they in their 40s and 50s, they gonna sit there and remember exactly what you were saying, and they gonna say, "Damn, I should have listened." Because that's the problem. A lot of people just sit back and wait to the last minute to decide to say what's real, not knowing that whatever you say now is going to affect the future
I
for
agree.
whoever kids.
Miss
Yeah,
Lockhart, what's your final thoughts, love?
I just want to say that I agree with the gentleman. What is this, David? Is that David?
Dalen.
Say it again.
Dalen.
Okay, I agree with you. And I also agree in tandem with what you said. I'd also like to add one little thing, and that is what I said in the chat. And that is that I believe that because they're creating this new victimhood type of mentality with that particular genre, that's going to be the new civil rights movement when you look back at the history books in the future, because what they're doing is they're placing enough markers each year for things to happen so that they will be able to go back in history and say, see, this is the reason why the civil rights movement was so powerful, and these were who they were fighting for. That's what I believe. I believe that it's going to completely change the demographics of who the civil rights movement was about.
That's a fact.
All right, well,
I'm not
ladies and
with the.
gentlemen, I
I hate
love
the
you
visual
guys. I
contamination.
appreciate you. I have to go. We got Fight Club tonight. Thank you, all of my friends. Thank you,
All
guys.
right,
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you.
So, again, great conversations today. Thank you guys for tuning into the Millionaire Morning Show for my bag chasers. Next week, you can look forward to me giving y'all that exclusive, the Charleston White interview. If you are not a part of the Patreon, please link up with the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. If you need to kick it with me personally, email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. Get your cam comb. Make sure you tap into Teej Hanley. Link is in the description for the Teej Hanley. 30% off your first order plus a free gift. Tune in to Fight Club tonight. I love you. I appreciate you, but I need you to do me one more favor before we get up out of here. Make sure you share this with your family and friends. We don't want to be rich by ourselves. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm evolving, and I thank you guys for continuing to join me through my evolution, because I believe that you guys are growing and evolving also through these conversations and being a part of the Bag Chasers. Shout out to all of the Patreon members. You guys are awesome. I love you. Make sure that you tap in. Hit a like for the YouTube algorithm on your way out the door. I love you guys. I'm going to talk to you later. Peace.